I guess celebrities just do things because they're bored, like these ugly sideburn bangs chopped off. Anyway, I'm not here to talk about the hair. I'm here to talk about Lady Gaga. I'm sure, as most of you know, Lady Gaga has done a lot to get to where she is today. You can clearly see from her page that she is doing a lot of things to get to the very top. Looks like she's got a new song out called Abracadabra, and this was an interesting post that I saw. Abracadabra means I will create as I speak, and music is one of the best forms of witchcraft that I know. The fact that Lady Gaga has millions of people singing this over and over is one of the most brilliant spells ever cast on the world. Now, I have nothing against witchcraft because I believe that there's good and bad in everything. It's all a balance. But you can clearly tell what side of the spectrum Lady Gaga's on. Besides that, please tell me you guys have heard the story about Lady Gaga possibly getting rid of another artist and taking over her image. If you haven't, please do your research, because this woman was desperate for fame. I always find it interesting when we go back to the origin of these people who have gone all the way to the top, and you realize how pathetic they really are. Sorry, I gotta say it. I know y'all are gonna say she's a musical genius and blah, 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 whatever excuse you want to come up with to make yourself feel better for the fact that this woman is just an average girl from Jersey, I believe, who, yes, has amazing musical talent, but was not conventionally beautiful for today's standards, was not thin enough, was not cool enough, was not eclectic enough, creative enough. Yet somehow she was able to capture the essence of another artist who pretty much was Lady Gaga before Lady Gaga was Lady Gaga. She also had an involvement with Space Cowboy, and that was interesting too. Please go look at Lady Gaga's history, and then you will find out how she got here. Let's also not forget that she did have a song with Beyonce, and we all know that Beyonce is the way to get to the top of that triangle. Am I right? Anyway, I don't know how this being and creature is still coming out with new music and people are still supporting and calling her mother, but whatever. I just think it's really interesting to see the lengths that people will go to get to the top just for fame and fortune. And most of the time they're just famous and they got no fortune. It's really sad. It's pathetic. And I'm sorry I gotta say it, but this isn't a role model. This is someone who was so desperate for fame that did anything, like getting rid of other people, literally, to get there.